video before.
Yeah.
But then they just confirmed that it was real footage, which is barely even a disclosure. It's, for anybody who's into this, they already knew that it was real. So, like, what is this just like a little, crumb for the UFO followers?
It's a honeypot.
A honeypot. Okay, well, let's at least check out the footage.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful beam footage. Pentagon spokesperson Su Gao.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Oh, thing, dude.
Closed doors.
They do say. I mean, I've seen, and I've read, and I've heard.
There's an alien right there.
Brief meeting on it, but people are saying they're seeing.
Look at that little.
Do I
Who's?
believe it? Not particularly.
Do you think you'd know if there were evidence of extraterrestrials?
Well, I think our great pilots would know. And some of them really see things that are a little bit different than in the past. So we're going to see.
Huh.
Interesting. So regarding this, whole honeypot, I can't emphasize enough, and it's important for people to understand that this is not, a UFO. This is not an alien. This is not some being that has evolved into some kind of 5-dimensional understanding and come to our shithole planet. This is suppressed, hidden technology. And I want to mention the Disclosure Project that we all watched in 2001 by Stephen Greer, where it was, if you all don't know or are not familiar with it, I encourage you to check it out. It is a 2001 meetup that I believe took place in March. We all know what happened later that year in September. But it was a international meetup made up of government officials, not limited to military, Air Force, administration from all over the world. And we're talking about professionals with 40, 50-year careers jeopardizing their retirement and their pension, saying that under oath that this is what they saw. And the testimonies range from, literally seeing flying saucers crash on the runway with grays and big eyes. Here's another alien, this guy. If he is not an alien, he's definitely had sex with an alien. This guy right here. But anyway, so under oath, they swore. And so it was a range from, I literally saw oval heads and eyes to someone testifying that they have radar data that they saw a unidentified flying object at Mach 5 or 8
Yeah, so make a
90-degree turn. And so what this means is that there is suppressed technology that transcends our understanding of conventional physics and aerodynamics that is out here putting on a show. And we're supposed to just think that it's aliens, and that it's utterly ridiculous. It's bullshit. I don't know why anybody would buy it.
Well, it's all to get people to buy into the whole, Jesuit cosmology construct of, astrophysics and, heliocentrism and,
yeah,
scarcity mentality when it comes to, this is all we've got is, this discrete ball, and we're not allowed to explore because we've found out everything, and we're just overpopulating. Might as well kill each other off. I mean, this is this misanthropic Malthusian mythology that has been weaponized for hundreds of years against people, and ultimately, it's based on a huge theft of our ability to actually multiply and prosper and explore and expand. And it's, our reality has been cartographically censored from us.
It's more of the Venetian model
It is.
of separating us for our senses, of, you know, determining what the actual truth is.
Right.
Tying this back to the virtualization of the world, you know, like I was talking about with Google's, 360-degree surveillance state and so on. I noticed that entering the linguistics big time. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know, because for people who are still working like in tech or administration, who can work remotely, people are having all of a sudden they're turning their cameras on. They've had cameras for years, but everybody mainly just had phone calls. But now they're requiring, people to turn their cameras on. Mm. Number one, that's a big red flag for the, AI, facial recognition, social distancing, surveillance state. Mm-hmm. Number two, it's getting everybody accustomed to, not leaving their house, only, interfacing with the screen. You talked about the screen world last time. And also, I've heard it said, now that we live in this virtual world, I'm mm-hmm. hearing that from multiple people from different parts of the country. So that to me is part of the whole neuro-linguistic programming framework that they're erecting. You see what's happening with, we should play the Maria Abramovic.
Absolutely.
HoloLens, the Microsoft HoloLens.
That's huge.
And virtual reality. Facebook is selling their Portal now. It calls Portal. Your portal to this virtual reality. And it's
Ready Player One.
They're getting people used to seeing other people in low res.
Right.
So if there is a big fake alien invasion, people are going to be primed. They've been watching Netflix. They're already in a state of suspended disbelief
and hypersuggestibility.
Totally.
Even War of the Worlds. That was a radio broadcast. This was before all of the behavioral Skinnerian screenification of consciousness revolution that started to take hold midway through the 20th century. This is before all of that, and there were people calling in thinking that it was literal. And this was back in the 1920s.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at 100 years after that. They could easily still employ some sort of threat from outside. Now I think that the viral tyranny makes more sense to them because it's more accessible and it's less effort for garnering many of the same freedoms that they would otherwise garner in a massive holographic light show with augmented reality and all that. But I think that they're saving that card for last, far down the line when people have forgotten how to really even interact with nature anymore, and there's a huge cosmopolitan urban environment where most of the world populations live, and their consciousness has been so augmented or mixed or screenified in some way that they're not going to be able to tell the difference anymore. And and you're looking at an actual witch. Okay, she is an actual dark mage. Okay,
I can't find that video you sent.
Oh, you know what?
Is it? Here we go.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Art of the future is art without objects. Is it just pure
art without objects?
This is literally dialectical materialism.
Oh yeah.
To me, mixed reality is this answer.
Mixed reality.
Mixed reality. Okay.
This was a unique opportunity to take the most legendary artists working now.
The most legendary.
Capture them in such a way that they are translatable forever.
If you're a collector, you're trying to find works that break new ground. We here at Christie's believe that this is that. And it will be the first time that a mixed reality artwork is sold at auction.
There was always a question what you buy when you buy performance. You buy the video or you buy the additional photographs. Here, you actually can have the artist's presence in your collection.
The first thing that we had to figure out was you had to feel that you were in the room with Marina, not a document of Marina. HoloLens 2 was created by people